We are live.
Hey coaches, Trisha here. Today I asked Erin Branscombe to come talk with us because she's doing some amazing work for me. And I think a lot of you guys would really benefit from this, especially if marketing and sales and social media is a pain point for you and gives you heartburn. You're going to want to listen in. So Erin owns a company called Rustic Barn Media. And she and her team just offer some remarkable services that really can propel your business forward. And so I just asked her to spend a few minutes with us here today to just tell you about what she offers, because not only is it amazing, it's extremely affordable. So thank you, Erin, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so Rustic Barn Media is her company, and can you tell us a little bit about the type of people you work with?
Sure. We have been working with small businesses for about, this will be our 5th year, and just helping with brand strategy, marketing tips, how to really take your business and automate things, streamline things, up level to the next level. I think a lot of people struggle with getting systems in place, getting organized, setting intentional habits. And sometimes I feel like a lot of our clients get bogged down with the mundane tasks, and it really doesn't have to be that way. I think one of my favorite things I love to do with clients is take their businesses and break it down into bite-sized chunks of improvements that they can do to maintain sanity and be a high achiever in their business. I think ultimately none of us set out to make a business that isn't, a success. So we want to be successful, but sometimes we don't know how. We don't know, or it's overwhelming. And then we kind of get anxious and then we do nothing, or we spin our wheels because we're not sure. And then really there's so much noise out there of coaches and classes and e-courses and things like that. And so we take a lot of courses and we are constantly trying to learn and do it all ourselves. But one of the things I've noticed working with 6 and 7 figure earners is that they don't do it all themselves. They hire things out, they streamline things, they automate things, they have systems and strategy. And so strategy is one of our strong points at Rustic Barn Media. We put together strategies for businesses. We put together key business solutions so that you have a map to get where you're going, right? I always give this analogy. If you are driving in your car and you don't have GPS and you don't have a map and you don't know where you're going to waste time and gas and money, right? And so if you have a plan and you have people executing that plan and you have a map, you know how to get where you're going, you get there efficiently, you save time. And one of the things I love to coach people on is we can always make more money. Money is in abundance, but we can't make more time. And so that's really one of the things I've sharpened in on and become an expert on is time in time management. And being a project manager is putting together the best solutions for our clients.
Yeah, and I love that. Like part of what you offer is some coaching and like a sounding board of what do we think about this? What do you think about that? And kind of a discussion back and forth. Is not you saying you have to do it this way, you have to do that. It's a real partnership. But then it's also, you know what works. You know about opt-in freebies and giveaways and Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook and email marketing and so many things. And either you're the expert or there's an expert on your team. And you guys work with a lot of different types of people. So you're seeing what's working. Your eyeballs are in a lot of places. You get the health space very well. So, sometimes when you outsource something as a health coach, you have to teach them all the content, and that eats up all your time. Well, what I like about working with you is we just rock and roll. Like, I don't have to teach you the content. Like, you get it. You're already in the space of health and wellness. So that part is just done. So I think it's unusual to find someone offering what you're offering, number one. And second of all, it's just really affordable too. And like you guys have some packages, but you can also just say like, give me the number of hours you want to spend and we'll prioritize and get it done. So you guys are really flexible too. And I love that.
Oh, thank you. One thing that we do offer that our team is really good about is we don't learn things on our customer's dime. if you bring a program to me and you want me to use it, we're going to learn. I pay for my team to learn that out of pocket. We're not going to charge you to learn something for you. We're constantly learning. I will say that my team is going to 6 different business conferences this year just to learn. We need continuing education, and it's really important in this space to show up with intense, high level of self-care, high level of personal development and growth, and marketing strategies, because marketing is not, as you know, not a standstill skill. It's not oh, I went to college and now I know all about marketing. It's constantly ebbing and flowing, and we have to always be learning and growing. And so my team really invests a lot in audiobooks, podcasts. We're all always, self-development junkies. Hey, did you listen to this? And we all do show up in this health space and have amazing transformations of our own that we are proud about, because we take care of our bodies, take care of our minds, and have a passion for health. We also have a passion for our clients. Your business is our business. Your successes are our successes. If we're not hitting home runs alongside you, then we have to get off the field. And so we don't want to get off the field. We want to keep working with our clients. We want to keep having those successes with you and celebrating those with you right alongside of you.
So can you talk a little bit more about what you offer? Like, I love your how you do an audit and strategy. Can you just talk a little bit more about those things and how you typically get started?
Yeah, so we offer audits for our clients. And what that means is, it sounds like a scary word, actually. I don't even like the name of it, but I don't know what else to call it. But it's really a business strategy solution business plan. And so what it means is a lot of times we have 2 different packages now. A client will come to us and say, I want to work with you, but I don't know what to do for my business. I'm ready to level up to the next level. I want to make X amount of dollars. I want to become a debt-free business. I want to lower my overhead. I want to bring in more clients. I want to get organized. And they don't really have a map for that. They're in work mode, right? They can't sit down and think outside the box a lot of times. And really, it's hard to do that for our own businesses. I actually hired someone else to do an audit for my business, because we can only see what we know. We don't know all the other options that might be an awesome key nugget for our business, that might be just something that propels us into the next level or another goal that we really have. And so what we do is we break down our clients' social media, their like what kind of organization tools are they using for their businesses? How do they have their social media planned out? What are they doing? We kind of look back in the past year of what they're doing and what they're not doing, and kind of evaluate and analyze their numbers and kind of see where they could have showed up better, or see where they could pivot and move in another direction. And then we put it all together into a pretty lengthy strategy form. And what we do is we do a Zoom audit call with them, and we show them, hey, here's some ways that we think your business would be even more awesome. And we break that down into chunks, bite-sized chunks. And we also break it down into a way of, whether you hire us to help you and be your service support personnel, or you have your own in place already, you can take this business strategy and go ahead and start implementing that with your team or with us. And so that was important for us, was we wanted to make solutions that were easy, key bites, things that were easy to break down and not overwhelming, because we didn't want someone to think, oh, you have to make all these changes overnight. It's going to be gradual. And we wanted to set that up in packages for people, or even just in bite-sized chunks. So if someone had a budget of a certain amount of hours a month they could hire out, we would be as hardworking as we could during those hours to get as much done on their business strategy as possible.
Awesome. And so after someone typically does an audit, and then if they want your team to kind of execute on the strategy, is that just by chunks of hours, or are there packages beyond that?
So we do have packages. We have a podcast package. We have a YouTube package, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. A lot of our clients, my favorite thing that they always say to me, and we've laughed about this, is they always say, just make it go away.
Yep.
And part of it is they're so busy in creation mode, influencing, coaching, that they don't have time for more. They need more, but they don't have time for it. And they need somebody that can come in, look at how they're talking, look at how they're representing their brand, and duplicate that so that it is the content that's posted on the social media platforms matches their brand, their style, their voice, and how they come across. And so we have a gift for that, of pulling our clients and their personality and their style and duplicating that into social media for them, which I think is really important. And it's kind of a gift, because if you're kind of an amateur at social media and starting out, it's really hard to understand how to show up in that space authentically for your client, as your client, and keep their brand intact and leveling up. Because if you hire somebody who may not make the best posts, may not understand the algorithms or how that works, it could hurt your brand, actually. And so we do a lot of educating too. Some people hire us just on a coaching basis to help their team that already exists, because they have a great team that they just love, but maybe their team needs to level up a little too. So we'll actually come in and coach their team as well and say, okay, here's how we're going to help you with your client that you're working for show up better on Instagram. Here's how we're going to help you show up here on here. We also do some producing level stuff. So we'll map out, if someone wants to start a podcast, what that looks like for them, how they're going to show up, what their brand will look like, how many times they should do that. So it's not just packages, it's coaching as well, which is great because some people already have a team in place. They don't need to buy packages. They need to buy hours. So they'll buy like a minimum of 10 to 20 hours a month, and then they'll use those hours to work with our team. So they may contact Carrie on my team, who is our graphics designer and is amazing, and say, hey, Carrie, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about such and such. Let's go ahead and use some of our hours and get that work done. Or we have a technical woman that we work with who's amazing. Her name's Kim, and she builds amazing apps for our clients. And so we will, they'll work with her on that. And so we have key people on our team that just have their super strengths of their fields, their lanes, right, that they're really super passionate about, and they're able to help with that.
I love that you guys are focused on driving towards a goal. Like, it's not just about posting stuff to post stuff. And yeah, I'm posting stuff to your Instagram. I'm posting stuff to your Facebook business page. It's not just posting to post. You guys do it with the intent of, this is going to get you a new client. This is going to get you a new customer. Like, this is the end result, and the end result is whatever you decide it to be, but it's going to be a sale. Like, this isn't just about brand marketing. I think some other coaches are, it's all about brand marketing, which is important, that not everything is about a sale, but Erin and our team know how to blend the brand marketing and how to make people feel a certain way and how to get them to know, like, and trust you. But it has got to build your business at the end of the day. So I think they do a good job of understanding how those two come together, and it's not just brand marketing. Because I've listened into some other coaches, and as a marketing person myself, that drives me a little bit crazy. Like, brand marketing is great, but it's not a standalone. So I think you guys do a great job blending. And it's, I think for health coaches, it's important to come across as, with servant leadership and being super genuine. And you guys can help with that. Like, this isn't going to feel icky in any way, shape, or form. Like, it is about being of service and giving great tips and inspiring people.
I think it's
and all of that stuff.
Touch on what brand marketing is versus what we do. So I don't know, you actually are so awesome at marketing too, but I would say this: brand marketing is, here I am, think of it as a billboard. This is my business, here it is. But there's a big difference right now between brand marketing and influencer marketing. And so what we are keyed in on is teaching you how to be an influencer, because guess what? Brands are great, but influencers build trust. And so we're more interested in showing you how to show up in your space authentically and build trust. Because do you ever follow someone who, no matter what they put out, you buy because it's so good and you trust them? I mean, I have those people that whatever they put out, just take my credit card, go ahead, I'm going to buy it because I love you. and I trust you, and everything I've gotten from you is so amazing, and you've given so much for free on your platforms as far as content and posting, that whatever you're selling, if that's what you give away for free, I know whatever you're selling is on point. And so that's what I love to educate people on, is you can have a great brand, you can have a great product, but if you're not showing up in your space authentically and building trust, you're going to, it's going to be a lot harder for you. It's going to be a lot harder to transfer people into clients in sales, and it's going to be harder. You're going to have to work 10 times harder than the other person who's influencing in their type of branding.
Yeah. I think the other thing that you can really help health coaches with is there's a big difference between what the coach likes and what the audience is going to like and resonate with. And I think that this is a big area that's easy to get trapped in, where someone's like, a coach says, I like this, I like this, I like this. But if it's not going to resonate with your target customer, then it's not going to do anything for you. So I feel like your team would be good about pulling people out of that, being like, it's good. Like, of course, we want you to like your own stuff, but the goal is to get these people to like it and to take an action. And that's what matters. So if you personally love purple, but your target audience is guys, it's not going to work. I mean, that's probably one of the more obvious ones, but I feel like you guys could talk someone through that and help them back out of just personal taste and into real good marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Can you talk more about the 22S app? Because I don't think most coaches are familiar with it, and it's pretty awesome. Erin and her team made one for me. If you want to look at an example of what it is, my business page is Tricia Sheehan Wellness Warriors, TRICIASHEEHAN. And then go to my page, and on the left side it says Join Essential Oil Group. Click on that, and what you see is a 22S app. And it obviously can look a lot of different ways. So that's just mine, but maybe you can tell everybody what that is.
Sure. So that's actually one of my favorite things right now. I actually have one myself. I saw we were building them for clients, and I thought, I need one of these myself. So I love the 22S app. It's actually a sales page right on your Facebook page. And so if you're a health coach, which I think this group is, some sort of coach, some sort of entrepreneur, and if we're on YouTube, if you have a business where you have a product or you want to deliver some sort of package to your clients and organize that in a way that is streamlined and efficient, the 22S app is a really great app. It's something that we've been offering to small businesses because we see a need for it. We see where a lot of people, they may not have a couple $1,000s to invest in a website. And then the problem there is you have to drive traffic to that website. Well, most people are on Facebook, and I don't know about you, but when I go to look up a business, I always go to Facebook. I want to see, are they active? What's going on their page? Have they posted recently? What do they have to offer? Do they have a cool group? Do they have a fun opt-in on their email? And people go to Facebook. So we designed this app. Well, we didn't design it, but we designed the apps to go on the page. And you can add people to a group. You can send people there, offer all the information about what you're offering, and then they can check out right there in the app and be put into a Facebook group. So if you want to offer a paid Facebook group like Tricia does, she offers an amazing resource of essential oils. And this is a little more not your typical Essential Oils 101. This goes a little beyond. Okay, this goes into what the whys, the hows. It's organized incredibly in units, has great information and videos in there. And so Tricia offers this app where you can go in there, you can pay to join, it's a monthly subscription, and then you have access to her, which is higher level essential oil and functional medicine training, which is incredible if you have an essential oil business. And so what we wanted to make for her was a space where she could show up authentically, organize her business, have people added to her group to learn more about oils and functional medicine and how those all work together, and have a great space to do that. That was not another huge thing on her plate. She needed functional, it's all functional, right? That's your word. But we needed a place where coaches and people who have a product can add people, and it's easy. It does the work for you. And so they can check out right through PayPal in that app and be added to the group. So I think it's a great service. I actually have a private gastric sleeve community for people who have had gastric sleeve or gastric bypass and have had a massive amount of weight loss and need support. And I made a group myself where people can pay to join monthly. It's a monthly subscription group too, where I show up and do a lot of trainings and units and have ebooks in there as well. And so if you're showing up in your space and you're offering, massive content, and then you find that it's not private, so people aren't paying for it, people are basically ripping off your content and creating it themselves, is a great way to lock it down, charge a little bit for your time, and get reimbursed. Because if you're doing the work and then people are just duplicating what you're doing, that really stinks. So this is a great way for people to value what you're doing and for you to add a little stream of income to your business and sell your products.
And for a health coach, I mean, this could be a big chunk of monthly revenue stream. If you have a cleanse, I'm going to do this before my sugar detox. Anything you have that's not one-on-one. And a lot of you guys are feeling like you're getting a little burned out on the one-on-ones and you need to balance them out a little bit. So maybe half your time is one-on-ones and half your time is group. Or maybe you create content once and then you can sell it over and over again. So you're not constantly trading hours for dollars. So, you create a reset or a seasonal cleanse or a weight loss groups, whatever you're into, or balancing your hormones, whatever it is, you create all the content once, you organize it into a Facebook group via units. You could say, Erin, I want you to have an automated email series to touch on people and remind them to get into the Facebook group. And this is all, you do the work one time and then you're just done with it. And people can join whenever they want. They are automatically linked to PayPal. If it's a monthly recurring subscription, it's just taken care of. When I first set up my group, I was doing it all manually and asking customers to every single month approve the invoice, which is a pain for everybody. So the app makes it easy for them. It makes it easy for you. Absolutely. And there's so many applications for it. Like whatever you sell, the app could just be a way to just streamline it, get your time back, let you focus on the content and the coaching, and don't worry about all the technical stuff and the payment stuff and approving people and forget all that.
One of the things that I've seen the biggest solution it covers is it's a closer. So I don't know how many people have coaching, their product, they're selling something, and how many of you choke when you close someone? You are like, so do you want to join my Facebook group? And you get nervous and you're doing all the things, right? You're wearing all the hats. You're creating the content, you're selling the content, you're closing people, you're adding them to the group, you're doing all these things. And it's hard. It's really hard to wear all those things. It burns you out. And guess what happens when you get burnout? Then you can't show up as an influencer and be calm and inspire people because you just look like you're wearing a million hats. They're not attracted to you at that point. But when you automate things, you send them to your 22S app and you say, you want to join my group? Great. Here's the link to join my group. They go to the page. It's a sales page. It's got a beautiful video if a client wants a video of them explaining their group or their product or their coaching service. And then it has a why, how, and then detailed instructions on how to get started. So it takes a lot of the pressure off of you too of having to explain every day a million times why someone should join your group, why someone should buy your product, why someone should sign up with you as a coach, why someone should work with you. You can have a great testimonial banner on there. There's so many things we can do. In fact, we don't even need to necessarily use Facebook groups for this app. We can create 7-day detoxes, 7-day challenges right directly in this app, like a course. There's so many things this app can do, and our designer is amazing. She is so good. So what we usually do is we set up an initial call with her, and the client will tell her what they want, and then she knows. She knows what she's designing just based on what they told her as a need. So she will screen share with them and show them a few different options and say, would you be interested in this? Can we organize it like this? And she's very good at that. And then we also help people with their branding. If they don't have branding set up, they don't have colors, they don't have fonts, maybe they need a little help with their sales copy, we'll help them out with that too, because we want their app to be very functional for them and very practical too.
Yeah, it really helps you guys to make you look like you're on point, like you've got it pulled together. This is a business. This is not a hobby. This isn't something you cobbled together or had some young kid do for you. Like, this is on point. This is professional. And it will just give people a very different feeling about you. Especially, I know a lot of you guys get people who just want all of your information and your coaching for free. I see a lot of those conversations in the coaching groups. How these people just, they don't want to pay. They don't understand this is a business. Well, this will help you show up like a business.
Yeah,
And you can still be very warm and friendly and all the things, but it's a business, and it's very clear that it's legit, and this is not just your hobby.
There's a lot of people that set up Facebook groups, but they are free, and they have content in there that's sometimes not very consistent, sometimes not very what's the word, consistent, and just, it's kind of like somebody fizzles out. Do you ever have that where you follow somebody and they fizzle out? And it's kind of sad. It's like watching a Netflix series and all of a sudden they stop making episodes and you're like, I wasn't done with my show.
Right.
Having an app and showing up and creating like a really great evergreen space of beautiful content that really serves people and serves your community and gives them your product, and having that in a space shows people I'm committed. This isn't a one and done. This isn't something I'm stopping in 6 months. I'm in this.
Yeah, it's awesome. So if you guys, obviously there's a lot here to think about. If you want to have a talk with Erin to find out more about if you two are a good fit, what's the best way for them to get in touch?
They can send me an email. We can put our email in the description. It's Erin, ERIN.Branscombe, BRANSCOM @gmail.com. Or you can Facebook message me if you want, or we can put a link down below too if they want to get on my list. If you're interested in an audit for your business, for a business strategy, or setting up an app, we can put a link down below and you can get on that.
Perfect. Awesome. You guys, this is your year. It's time to level up. It's time to get out there, focus on what you love and what you're good at, and let other people help you with the rest. There's no need to suffer through it anymore. It's Erin and her team they're just amazing. They're very affordable. They're efficient, and they use the time well. So this is our year, you guys. I'm using Erin. I hope you'll consider it too, so we can all get out there. And there's so many people who need our help and not enough coaches get out there and help them. So that's why I wanted you guys to hear from Erin today. And you guys know I'm always bringing on guest speakers to help this group. Or if you're not in my group, it's called Health Coaching Collaborations. It's a free Facebook group for health coaches to network, find collaboration partners, share news and updates, ask each other questions, all that sort of thing. It's a really positive group. There's no drama, there's no trolls, there's no nonsense. Like we keep it awesome in there. So come join us if you haven't already. Thank you, Erin, for your time. And we'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Thank you so much, Trisha.